Hi, good afternoon. My name is Amit Rathod, and I head the marketing for an organization called National Maritime Heritage Complex. This is an organization which is under the Ministry of Ports, Waterways and Shipping, Government of India. National Maritime Heritage Complex is one of the biggest, probably to say, world's biggest maritime complex, which is coming up at Lothal, which is 75 kilometers from Ahmedabad, Gujarat. The entire complex is of spread across 375 acres, with an tune of 4,500 odd crores. This project is being helmed by Government of India. Once done, this entire project would be India's biggest international travel and tourist destination, which will have which would predominantly showcase the rich maritime history of maritime. We understand that it would be contributing a lot from the revenue perspective. There are a number of jobs which would be contributed because of this entire complex. Within the complex, there are apart from the complex, there are multiple villages nearby, like Saragwala, Otelia, Court and everything. So people would be coming over there. They will be putting up hotels, they will be putting up restaurants, they will be putting other things. So there is a quantum of overall jobs which would be created. One. Second, since there is a huge complex and we will have an influence of people, domestic and international travels, so there will be a huge upsurge in terms of handicrafts and everything, which people will come here and sell it out. So this is two. Third, because there is a good transit of international and domestic passengers which is coming here, so the overall transportation and everything will have a good get a boost. This is a nation's pride kind of project. So one, this will give you an upsurge in terms of your organization and everything, and from a revenue contribution or from a business perspective, there is a good business opportunity which is lying at NMHC for all of them. The organization, the agencies, the vendors who are designing this entire stuff are based out of India. Hence, what we are saying is whatever brain is going behind development of this entire stuff is a brain from India only. So that's how probably MSMEs or the Indian MSMEs who are predominantly into all these particular sectors can come forward and can help us into this. When we talk about the government organizations or such huge projects wherein they are either government organization projects or private projects, the initial challenge probably what an MSME can face is while they are putting up their credentials pertaining to the tendering part, the tender always asks probably you should have this quantum of an turnover of this particular stuff, or probably you would have done similar kind of a project or similar kind of a turnover of a project that actually is being taken just to understand what is the capability index of that particular MSME. When we talk about the entire phasing of this entire project, the project is of 4,500 odd crores, and it is being again divided into two formats. One is the government is funding and we are building this, and there is a good contribution which probably we are also seeking from PPP model. So all the hospitality corridors, we are intending to build a 5-star property, a 5-star resort, 2 hotels, the theme parks, and the rest of the things in terms of coastal pavilions and everything. Everything comes up from the PPP model. We have already started talking to the investors. We have started talking to people from overseas. We have started by this particular MSME forum, we have started talking to investors from Scotland. We have started talking to investors from St. Petersburg and Netherlands also. For amusement park, we are already into talks with the Ferrari World and the Yes Island. From an Indian perspective, we are already in talks with Imagica and everything. The project was conceived way back in 2018 to 19. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji did a inauguration of this particular stuff, the stone laying foundation in 2019, after which the work has been started. The construction work is being done by Tata Projects Limited. The first phase is being done by Tata Projects. We assume that probably the project would be culminated or open for people. The entire project will be open for people way by 2028 or early 2029. There is an organization called Index TV. Now these are those particular organizations which invariably helps the organizations or the MSMEs or the SMEs to collaborate with such private and government projects which are coming up. They help them to introduce to the set individuals, to the set project owners, what kind of a documentation can be done, what kind of an financial viabilities can be done. There are consultants who invariably work for Government of India or the state governments to help these particular MSMEs, to how they can contribute or how they can, get themselves involved into such projects.